Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I am here on Junges farm. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Junges farm. This is by Potcake, 334.74 megabytes to download. I'm going to be honest right off the start, I've never made a map. Never made a mod. And I admire people that do. But that's not to say it's not without its issues. It's a little bit clunky here and there. In places it feels a little bit unfinished, but then in other places it really doesn't. I was going around doing my prep and I was getting to a point thinking, well, how am I going to put this across? And then I encountered something that just made me beam. You'll see. Anyway, the map looks like this. On New Farmer we start with this field. That's it. No sleep trigger, no home, no farm, no silo. Nothing in particular. There's plenty of space to do whatever you want, and this has got a lot of admirable qualities. Our start equipment is up here in the northwest, and we're going to tab over there and we'll start from up there. I haven't put any money in. The verges, the periphery, I don't know however you want to refer to it, but this field 45 is 6,924,032, so you can buy all of that land up, and again you can just go for it to your heart's content, whatever you want to do. Contracts are available on the fields that we have. There's one custom crop, we'll talk about that momentarily. What I also did off camera, I went round and purchased all these small plots just to double check. There's like 46 there, there's another little one, where are we? 44's got something on it, 42, that one's got a shed on it. None of them have got productions or place or sell points or anything like that on them. As far as field prices go, though, they're pretty good. You find a lot of times on Brazilian maps that they're all big fields, they're all well over $1 million. It's an expensive process to get going. This one's a little bit different in that we do have some small size fields. We do have some plots we can pick up and then we can gradually work them up. I mean, admittedly, that's 1,113,000, but that's 668. That's 824, and we can work our way up. Small, medium, large size fields. I like that. That's a really cool feature. There are 10 collectibles. I haven't come across one yet. What else did I say? Oh yeah, the crop type. If we go into here, and we go to our tools and seeders, we've got black bean has been added in. Now that can be planted or seeded. So with a seeder or with a planter, we can put our black bean in the ground, and then to harvest it, regular harvester header, we'll do our black bean. That's the only crop that's been added in over and above. I said contracts are available. Come out of there. We go into build mode. Under sheds, we've got a few sheds. There are no required mods at all to download. Nice. It's always nice when it happens, isn't it? No required mods to download, but the map maker has put a couple in. So we've got under sheds, we've got some. Under silos, we've got a 1.3 million litre silo. It's not placed on the map, but it gives you the option to place it if you want to. If we go from silos to production factories, we've got the Milmond Dairy just there. I don't think the production itself has been changed with regard to recipes and cycles per month, but the building itself has been tweaked to fit the map better. And then under sell points, we've got the supermarket again, which has been tweaked to put in there. It doesn't cost anything to place, so if you want to put multiple ones around the map, you could if you wanted to. There was nothing under animals. Decoration, landscaping is all pretty standard. Let's come out of there. So yeah, it's kind of, it's one of those weird ones. There's a lot of forestry. There's a lot of trees around, almost plantation-esque. They look very regimented from a distance. Not all of them are. But if you want to do a bit of forestry, there's plenty to be getting on with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab over to the northwest, to our vehicles and the vehicle shop, and we will continue on from there. What I'll probably do is lease a pickup, I think. It'll be quicker than going around in a tractor. So I'll see you over there in just a moment. Something to point out while I'm collecting my pickup. There are custom license plates, Brazilian license plates. No. There you go. Brazilian plates. So up here at the store, we've got our start equipment. So we have a tractor, harvester, trailer, header, planter, cultivator, lime spreader, fertilizer spreader. Is that the lime and fertilizer spreader? This is the workshop up here, and the vehicle shop. The vehicle shop trigger is inside the door here. This is also the reset point on the map. So many vehicles and machinery. I do like maps where you've got a machinery shop that's got equipment and machinery. It adds to that immersion that it's a running, operating business, you know. Like I say, I'm not the start. I didn't want people to think, oh, it's just going to be negative. Like I say, the things that you can see are obvious. I've said that whenever I do a map tour, they're glaringly obvious. I can't not say, oh, you can see this, you can see that. You know, I'm not going to hammer the point, but there are a lot of redeeming features, I suppose, is the best way of putting them on this map that I like. One thing, I mean, straight away I saw the bridge and thought, oh, that's fantastic. But again, it was that thing of, oh, that's cool. The map edges from a distance look fantastic. You get up a little bit closer, and like I said, it just feels a little bit unfinished because you get to the edge and you can see that that doesn't go. Because I thought, oh man, would that not make a fantastic thumbnail? That suspension bridge going across the valley. But when you get to the edge, you can see it doesn't quite. You know, it's just not quite finished. I mean, but that's not the farming part of the map. But that's the problem with it. When you get things like this, it's like, well, you know, is that really relevant? Does the edge of the map matter? If you're going to be playing and focusing on farming on the map, well, surely that's the important bit, isn't it? But anyway, people do, you know, I know when the first Welker Farms map came out, people were fuming about the map edge. I don't know why. People were really, really angry. So anyway, it is what it is. You kind of you have to show these things as they are. So I'm going to whiz down here. We come to the sawmill. I tend to do my map tours, I've said this before, base game. I don't do them with platinum or premium expansion on unless the map says it's needed, required, or it supports it with sell points and productions and stuff like that, because it might be that not everybody has platinum or premium. And if I come on here saying, oh, it's got this, it's got that, and look, you know, so I generally look at them and in their base game form. So our sawmill here, it's a standard sawmill, fits into the map really nicely. Our lumber point here, managed production is done here, and then round the back is our wood chip point. Just around it. Like I said, there's plenty of forestry. If you like that, there's a lot going on, and plenty of space for other stuff as well. I suppose not the concern. A lot of this space here does have trees on it. Not all of it, but a fair chunk of it. So again, it's something to be aware of. It might be, again, there's plenty of mods in the mod hub that allow for the removal of trees, almost like instant removal. There's various different forestry mulchers. There's the devourer that will wood chip stuff, and those things you can just honk through a forest in no time at all if you wanted to just remove stuff. But again, the choice is yours. Back up to the store, and then we're going to head across the top, and then we'll work our way around. And there's a couple of bits. I often find when you get a map where you've got sell points have been put in, I mean basically in the corners of the map, that always to me feels a little bit contrived. It feels a little bit forced in that it's making you go to the extremities of the map. I don't know, again, it is what it is. So sell point just here. This is the cooperative just here. Next door we've got the gas station just there. Take this little fork down here. We've got the supermarket sell point just there, and the bale trader right there. And then we turn down here and we start heading south down the map. And this gives you some indication of the size. I mean, it's that thing I've said many times before, when you've got maps that have got hills and valleys and forests, and you know, and a map can feel huge because you're going from almost into different zones. I often find maps like this where you've got big fields and you've got long sight lines. That also gives you that feeling of it is massive as you're driving along the side of a field that goes on and on and on and on. Contract work could be quite profitable on here, I'm just going to say that. Off to the left in the trees, I mean, you see the blue icon, the blue disc there. There's a water point, there's a pond sort of lake over there. Again, mod hub, there are plenty of mods for water, but there is one on the map. Little bridge over a little water point just here. Now we're heading down to the southwest corner of the map. It's a little bit, I think because of the amount of trees, I'm finding it's a little bit laggy in places. I've got to remember, I can't remember the route I took. I'll just try and head in a general direction and we'll get there. I think I might have come the wrong way. It's alright. I've just got to head over that way. Even if I have to cut through the trees, we can do that. Yep, come the wrong way. Let's go this way. Should have gone another turning over. I'm going to come down to the lime station. Not quite a quarry. Now, when I said about there's a couple of clunky bits here and there, this being one of them, there's a couple of bits I found where there are fence posts missing, not of this one, but if you look here, the barrier is facing the wrong way, and when you come to this, it will raise, but it's just not the right way round. There's little things like that, there's a few little bits here and there. This is your lime station, so if you want to come and buy lime, you can. I like the fact it's not like billiard table flat. There's a few undulations, bumps, humps. There's a few little mounds, lakes, little rivers here and there as well. Breaks up the terrain, breaks up the skyline a little bit. Next point we come into is Pioneer Agribusiness. So this is the second. We have the cooperative at the top. This is the second of the main sell points. I think this is the one when you come in here. Yeah, just to the left here. There's just a fence post missing. It's just couple of little bits. Like I say, it'll probably get an update. So in here, Pioneer Agribusiness sell point. And now we've got a bit of a drive because we're going down into the southeast corner of the map now. I'm going to cut. Let's go this way. So across the bottom of the map, heading east. Careful across the rickety bridge. The last thing you want to do is get catapulted. It does happen. Oh, didn't even notice that log there before. Whoa, I forgot how far this was. Bit of a drive. We're coming to the cotton and wool trader. Okay. As we come out of the trees. Cotton and wool trader, just down here. Now we're going to head up the eastern side of the map. I think I might just carry straight on. I was going to follow the road, but I think I'm just going to... Let's go through the trees, why not? We've got a bit of a jaunt. Well, I should come back to the track in a minute. It's here somewhere. There you go, there's one of the sheds I was talking about, just off to the left there. And then this was what like I say, I was doing my prep, I was coming around, I was thinking, okay, you know, I've got my notes, I've got all my bits of information, I'm thinking, okay, how do I put this across, what route do I take? And then I came across this, I'm thinking, that's weird. And then my brain went, hang on a minute, those are hangers. And then I smiled, just a big beaming grin, and I thought, that is so cool. Now obviously, no, I'm not, you know, stereotypes aside, quite clearly this is set up for crop spraying. It's a crop spraying business. We can turn the lights on in here as well, but the level of detail in these hangars with the crop sprayers, work being done on them, you know, I mean, what other reason would you want to have light aircraft and a small airstrip in the middle of nowhere? You know, quite clearly it's for crop spraying. But look, there is, I mean, that kind of, as I came up here, like I say, I just smiled and I thought, that's really cool, that looks brilliant. And it's that kind of, does it matter there's a fence post missing? Does it matter that, no, I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. Anyway, animal dealer is just here. The dairy is just next door. I think we've got enough to buy. As far as I can tell, it's a standard. How much is this one? 62, so we can buy that. Butter, cheese and chocolate in there. Then just over the way here we've got the sugarcane plant, which is a sell point. And that's the map. That is, again, if I've said it wrong, I apologise. Junges farm by Potcake. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.